going on, everybody? You're listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What is going on, beautiful people?
It's funny, before the podcast, before you start talking, it looks like you're looking death in the eye. It looks like you stare off into the distance.
Do you think I look death in the eye frequently then?
Just before you start talking, you are doing like a 1,000-yard stare, right? You're just like staring at the ground like you're about to jump out of a hot air balloon.
Have you ever thought about skydiving?
I'm too fat.
Really? Like for your thoughts? Or
for my thoughts.
Or for the parachute? I don't know if there's a weight.
There is. It's 200 pounds.
To do really?
Yeah. Isn't that so light too?
That is light.
I know.
Oh, wow. Fuck that. I have zero inclination to do that.
You don't have to stand on my side.
No, I'm just saying.
You don't need to stand.
No, I'm not standing on.
Him? Do you see how good a boy
he is? I do plenty
is?
of things that I'm like, I don't know. Whatever.
He's a good boy. Do you see that? He goes, I won't stand by that. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I mean, that's my personal preference.
No, I did jet skiing once. You ever hop on the back of a jet ski? It was awesome.
It was?
I was zooming down. It was pretty cool. And you're going fucking fast. And then I was in Mexico, and I realized at a certain point, I was like, oh, shit, I'm pretty far from the land. And then I put together what's in the ocean. Yeah. And I started having a panic attack. And I so slowly, I turned into the biggest baby. I so slowly jet skied back to the land.
Yeah.
Bro, nothing is scarier than the ocean.
In some ways, yeah.
Dude.
But to me, I would be more freaked out to jump out of a plane, which is weird because I can swim. I guess, yeah.
I'm not worried about the swimming.
I know. I'm
not worried about the swimming
either.
But even though the power of water, bro. Here's the thing. Question: What's scarier, the ocean or space?
The ocean or space? It's like having to live 1,000 leagues under the sea or living in the space.
Yeah. Which do you think?
I'm gonna die within a week. Both scenarios.
What's
I guess
scary?
If I have. Do I have a ship? Do I have a submarine and an airship?
You have an airship, yes.
An airship or a submarine?
An airship, yes.
I don't know what the fuck.
Wow, never mind. You better choose the ocean. Jesus. A space shuttle?
A space shuttle? I'd rather go to space.
I'd rather go to space too.
Yeah. So I guess the ocean is scarier.
Dude, I listened to this thing and it was about and this guy was just at the bottom of the ocean, and he was going from one it was these people have to go to the bottom of the ocean on the regular, you know? People just on the regular are at the bottom of the ocean.
I think they're putting this upon themselves.
Yeah, but for money.
Yes. Yeah,
they're making money. But we don't even realize we're walking around la-di-da on land. People are literally just hanging out at the bottom of the ocean. And this guy had to go, so they would go shit in they would have to go swim to go shit.
Okay.
Flawed logic, you know?
Wait, so they're in an area that they can swim. They can be out of the shuttle.
They have to go from one place to another place.
Okay.
Yeah, of course they can.
With a suit on.
Yeah.
Of a pressure suit, obviously.
Yeah,
okay.
So they go. They always have to wear the pressure. The pressure doesn't
change in the submarine.
I mean, who knows? What physics am I doing here?
Yeah,
right?
I have no idea.
He had to go swim, and he swam and went to the bathroom, and then he was swimming back to home base where they all slept and did their research. And as he was swimming, he said there was literally a 5-story eyeball that went by him. Just a it was pitch black except one eyeball, monstrosity of an eyeball just went by him.
Wow.
How terrifying is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I always say it. Monsters are just animals we haven't discovered.
Yes, definitely.
That freaks me out.
I mean,
because you know what I mean? A bear. Think about describing what a bear is.
If you had never seen one.
If you've never seen a bear, that's a monster.
Yeah, there are monsters.
And then once we put it into a genus and into the categories, now I'm just supposed to be chill with it?
No.
Just because we know what it is, I'm supposed to be chill with these fucking animals?
I mean, when you're creating a monster, that's what you're doing. You're like, what do we have? How creative can I get?
Yeah, we're just putting together animals we know.
Single eyeball 5 stories would be wild. I mean, I'm sure there's more attached.
Oh, God, that's so terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying. There was recently a bald eagle in Prospect Park that has been coming every day, and it's like even a bald eagle.
Me too, babe.
It's been coming to the park every day.
Oh, never mind.
It's been living on an island between the Rockaways and I believe like East New York, and has been flying every day to Prospect. Not every day, most of the days to Prospect
pick
Park.
Up some street rap.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This island, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is a monster. Like it's like terrorizing the other birds, and you just forget it has this ridiculous wingspan. It has these giant claws. It has no rent. It lives just like it has just been.
Whoa, no rent is part of being a monster.
You don't. There's something nice about being totally off the grid. Like it's not in a zoo.
I'll tell you this.
It has nowhere to live. It's just like I'm living here for a little bit, and I'm just gonna fucking fuck with people, and I could kill small birds or whatever I want. What were you gonna say?
I must have been a monster from 22 to 24. That no rent.
No
for
rent.
Me. I was living like a monster.
Oh, it's just like you have no one to answer to.
Bro, you can kill bird. Yeah, killing small animals is like birds are terrifying.
Birds are terrifying. I didn't realize how terrifying this thing is, and
Bro,
it's just like it has no balls. That's also kind of intriguing about it.
Bro, anyone that like, if there's anyone that's not scared of birds, I question their fucking intelligence.
Yeah.
I question their intelligence. I'm scared of chickadees.
Oh, totally.
Like the ones I used to be a bird watcher. I respect the monsters.
Yeah.
I don't believe in animals. I only believe in monsters.
Okay. And you respect them.
And I'm fearful.
Yeah.
Like we're only here. Humans are only at the top because we have tools.
Yeah.
If we didn't have tools,
oh no, totally,
we'd be fucked.
Yes.
I'm a fucking pussy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm afraid of animals.
I'm so afraid.
I've never been a petting zoo person. I've always been like, I don't need, the animal will win. People are like, oh, if you, like a fun game that we would always play when we would go to the zoo is like, would you beat that animal in a fight, one-on-one? And I'm like, I would lose to all these animals.
I would lose to every animal.
Porcupines. I'm like, I would lose to the porcupine.
I know.
They're like, no, you wouldn't. It's a small rodent. I'm like, yeah, it's sharp. I'm afraid of it. What am I? I'm not gonna touch it.
Now that I know
I'm just
that
gonna run.
A porcupine's a rodent, I'm even more scared.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a rodent. I have no idea.
Bro, you know what sucks about New York so much? You're on a date, you're walking with the girl down the block, and the way I scurry if a rat comes.
I'm a flinch. I flinch like nobody's business.
Dude,
you've definitely seen me flinch like wild.
You've never seen a man scurry on his tippy toes and leave a girl behind.
Yeah.
There's no
really?
chivalry. Another rat! Ah! And then I try to play it off like, yo, what's up? I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. I was just joking. No way. I am literally, I am terrified. You know I love you if a rat comes and I push you forward, so I take the heat.
Oh, wow.
People talk about stories about rats running on their feet.
I've never had that happen.
I've never had that. If that happens, I would be scared.
Yeah.
I would get a rabies shot, you know?
Yeah.
I would have to go do that. Yeah, fucking animals are crazy, man. Bald eagles are sick in the head. They're dinosaurs.
That's what I was also, the more that I'm looking at the pictures, the more I'm like, what are them? They're like Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but I'm like,
Pokemon.
Well, they're monsters. That's what I'm like, oh, it is all the same thing.
Fun.
Like,
I will give you
Pokemon
this.
is pocket monsters. And I'm like, they're just like, Pokemon was like, oh, they got that inspiration from animals, which are also monsters.
Yes. We need to stop calling them animals and call them what they are.
Yeah.
Monsters.
I sent you the
monsters
one picture.
that we know.
Yes.
I know. You sent me the picture. There's like birds and crocodiles and alligators are straight up dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They're straight up dinosaurs.
No, it's wild.
Yeah, I used to bird watch, and obviously we all know that how much a fucking bird freak I was, right?
Yes.
Which is a very pleasing pastime, you know?
It is. And maybe future time.
What do you mean?
Maybe in the future you'll get back into it.
You think so?
Yeah, who knows?
I could see myself retired.
It's kind of cool. I'll be into it. My roommate's been kind of doing it with this bird, and I'm like, yeah, it is kind of relaxing.
He
connects you with nature.
Spoiled.
Yes, he is getting spoiled.
He's getting spoiled.
Yeah.
That's a bald eagle.
Yes, who's been here for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah. No, that's spoiled.
But he is the dictator of the park now. Everybody kind of is like, where is it?
There's also a fucking alligator in Prospect Park.
There was an alligator in Prospect
There's also a fucking alligator.
Somebody dropped
in the
that one
park.
in though. I think that was more. I don't think the alligator got there on its own.
What do you think, that was a senior prank for someone leaving New
That's
York?
That's what I thought. It is kind of like a prank.
Yeah.
Or just somebody sick in the head. But like, if you wanted to cause terror in the park, there's other ways to do it. aside from just gently dropping a 4-foot alligator in the lake.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Imagine calling an Uber and you got the alligator. you dress him up like the big bad wolf. No, he's good.
It's my friend, my buddy.
He's green. He had a couple too many shots at the ball. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. No, we don't need no bag.
Tell him you're good. Tell him you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
What?
they're using animals for crazy shit nowadays.
Like what?
You ever seen like like dogs that could detect seizures?
Oh, no.
There's like dogs that could detect seizures, and now there are pigeons that could detect cancer in people.
Interesting.
How fucked is that?
I wonder
Imagine
how that
you
starts.
go in. Imagine you go in.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm worried I have cancer. And the doctor goes, 1 second, please. And it releases pigeons all over your body.
I know.
And they all just start flapping.
Yeah.
I would freak out. Yo, that's how bad healthcare is in New York. We got pigeons detecting cancer. Pigeons. I can't do that. I can't walk in. I can't go, Ma, I got lymphoma. How do you know? A pigeon.
Yeah. I mean, how does this even start? Are pigeons just flocking to people with cancer around New York City? And they're like 10 instances, like it matches up where these pigeons will swarm a human being and then they have cancer?
I think it's a scientific study.
Interesting.
But I want to know what type of sicko is science? What type of science sicko is like, we need to get pigeons in the fucking...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you even create this thesis?
Because scientists, we have to remember, are smart but mentally ill.
Yes.
And they come up with these crazy ideas.
Yeah.
So they must have tried 50 animals before they brought a pigeon in.
Interesting. It's kind of like what we were talking about before about going to space, going down under the sea. It's just like, if you can go somewhere that no one's ever done, it's like, all right, hopefully I'll make money. Like, all right, if I could get these pigeons to detect cancer, maybe I'll make money.
No,
like, if I could go to fucking Mars or all the way to the bottom of the ocean, somebody might be interested in this just because it's never been done.
I was mad into like those videos about like people going like hiking and like adventures, trails, hitting mountains and stuff like that. And their goal is to stand on a piece of land no one's ever stood on.
Okay.
Like that's
yeah.
That's like one of the big rushes for them is to stand in a place on Earth that no one else has been before.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's some yeah. Imagine how fucking controlling they are with their girlfriends.
I know. Oh wow.
Yeah. It's like, I swear I've had 3 boyfriends. I gotta go to a mountaintop where no man's been before. That's some fucking toxic ass shit.
I wonder if they're just only hooking up with virgins.
This is toxic.
Yeah.
I'll stand where men have stood before.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that land is comfortable. That land is fine with me standing on it.
Absolutely.
It's been there before. It knows how to handle my weights, you know? I love to stand on land people have stood on before.
Damn, yeah.
Yo, the animals literally blow my mind. And I don't even watch. I try to avoid it. And these animal facts just pop up in my face and scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
These monster facts.
Okay, what are some?
I mean, bees.
Okay.
Bees are so intelligent. Their brain is the size of nothing, like a pinpoint. But they're so intelligent. Like, size of brain doesn't matter, you know? It's not the size of the brain.
Interesting.
It's the motion of the
we don't use it, right?
Yeah, we don't use
most of it.
Yeah, we're like fucking 50. His mansion's too big. He doesn't even fucking use most of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shout out Queens one time.
Shout out Queens.
But bees can recognize face.
Really?
They know people's face.
Do you think that determines who they sting?
Yes.
Interesting.
If you fuck with a bee, they're going to come back. That's why bees come back. And they remember for 2 days.
I'm always afraid of bees. I don't know how do you handle a bee? You're sitting down, nice summer day.
Oh, nice.
Drinking a sugary drink. And a bee comes. Well, because
a bee comes Zero. Over. It's my favorite drink.
All right, sorry, you got a Coke.
I can't. A Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Do bees like Coke Zero?
Sure, they like do. What are we talking about? Bees watch the figure.
You got Coke Zero.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. Some bees come over.
I love the term
we're at a
figure.
table.
Wait, I want to say this.
Okay.
Figure is saying someone has a nice figure is the old man's way of being a fucking perv.
Yes, for sure.
That's like saying you got a nice ass nowadays. Like a 7-year-old go, I like your figure.
Because they're too, I don't know, afraid to just say what they like.
Yeah. It's literally...
They're not forward. It's almost like me, vague.
It's horrible.
Yeah, just say what you want to say.
So let's get rid of the word
What's
figure.
the figure? What do you like?
Let's get rid of
What's
the
so
word...
nice about my figure?
Yeah. Because I remember like older people...
it's still nice.
Like even my grandma will be like, well, she's got a nice figure.
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean, figure?
I don't know. I guess boobs and butt.
Boobs and butt, right? Boobs,
Yeah.
butt, waist.
Yes.
Tit to waist ratio, my grandma's talking. But she puts it in this beautiful word called figure.
Yes.
Old people do tits to ass to waist ratio, and they just use the word figure.
Yeah.
And sound all nonchalant.
Yeah.
Let's look at what they're saying.
I know.
Can we get... I'm fine with the word figure, because I love tits, I love ass, I love waist.
For sure.
But let's realize that's what they're saying and not think it's not that.
Yeah. Do you think the trend of like really, really skinny girls being the attractive thing in like the early 2000s, late 90s is what killed figure?
That's interesting.
Because it wasn't hot anymore.
There was no figure.
It was figure-less. If you had no figure, you were the hottest
That's
for a
coming
little
back.
bit.
You see it. That's coming back. Super skinny.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it left a little bit. Did it ever fully leave or no?
Yeah, it left.
It did leave.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, I guess maybe like early 2010s. It wasn't really that.
No.
Damn. That's not that fun.
I mean, also if that's your body type, that's your body type.
For sure.
But also like, I don't want to see people struggling to be that.
No, it's
that's
impossible.
More what it is.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's more. Yeah, it's true.
It's very difficult to be completely figureless.
Yeah.
Is not healthy. But it is a wild
I
word.
also like figure.
Figure is nice. Now we're back on it.
I like a figure.
Yeah.
Let me be a perv for a second.
I like a figure.
I like a figure.
Yeah.
I'd say that word fun too. Yeah, if I'm I guess I do want a girl with a figure.
It's a very fun New York accent word. Cuz ours are fun.
I do. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice to me. Also figure
yeah.
in all ways. I don't,
For sure.
Oh God.
Figure in all ways.
Figure in all ways,
I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's say that. Let's cover our bases.
So go ahead. So I'm sitting outside. I'm enjoying a nice Coke Zero.
B comes.
Okay.
How are you? Do you react well to a B? Are you like stone cold?
First
do you
question.
get up?
First question.
What?
Is this B Jerry Seinfeld?
Is this B?
First question. Is this B Jerry Seinfeld? Or is this a Woody Allen B? You know?
Have you ever gone through the full B movie?
Of course.
I haven't. I've started it many times.
You couldn't make it through a cartoon?
No, I couldn't. I was at the age where it wasn't cool. Jerry Seinfeld was never that cool for me.
Me neither.
He was never.
Me neither. He's a little bit too.
He was
a little older
5.
than me.
I was 5 when his show came out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
my grandma loved it.
I get it.
My grandmother loved it. My grandmother, whenever I go to my grandmother's house, she would be like, "We're gonna watch Seinfeld." She would want me to see Seinfeld, and she did a lot of work to try to get me to like Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld was one of those things that they really push. People that love it really push it down your
Yes,
throat.
definitely.
No, yeah. For me, I think like I had friends that loved Seinfeld, but they had older siblings
Yes.
that loved it.
Well, that's what I think. People my age that love it it's because they have a connection with someone older, and it reminds them of that connection.
Oh, true. Even
Which is good. It's good.
Yeah.
Sure. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
All right. So
I just have no connection to that in that way.
So this B comes up. I'm sitting there. I'm enjoying. I'm having a Coke Zero. I'm at my mother's house, right?
Okay.
Or am I around? What's the company?
No.
What's the company I'm keeping?
You're on a double date.
What the fuck?
You're on a double date.
So I'm fucking 2 girls tonight.
Second date. Maybe. You're on a double date.
Don't take me on a double date. I'll take them both.
One of an old friend. You're Matt, who's been on this podcast. You're on a double date with Matt.
Oh.
And then you have a girl you've been seeing for a little bit, and you're with your friend.
See, this is the problem.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Finish the scenario.
You're on a double date, and then B comes. Maybe 2 Bs come, and now they're just kind of existing at your table. How are you behaving now that you also know that they can recognize your face? Just small ones.
I'm doing come on.
Okay, yeah.
I'm making my real emotion and then following it up with tough guy talk. Yo, get out of here. No. Yeah, go fuck off. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Real emotion followed by instantly trying to hide how much of a baby I am.
And you lean into the real emotion because you like to make a show of it.
Lean in.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't react.
Oh.
Robbie,
You wish you could just be stone cold in this situation.
I can't believe it's taken 2,000 episodes for me to get this point across. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this.
Okay.
This is what the world has made.
Okay.
This is God's Play-Doh and has pushed me together and created this react. I react big. I have big emotions.
In an ideal world, you would just be stone cold.
Stone cold.
Yeah.
I would literally be on a farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's. I look at my ancestors sometimes, my Swedish ancestors. I go, I wish I could act like them. You know?
Interesting.
Like just stone cold every day. I just got an ox on my back. I'm fucking pulling him. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pulling the ox because I'm like, come on, bitch, we gotta work. You know? That's what I wish. I go in the house, literally, I'm missing a leg. My wife goes, oh no, are you okay? And then I go, yeah, just give me a vodka.
You do want to be this.
I do want to be this.
You do want to be this, and I think you trick yourself into thinking you are this sometimes.
Because this is who I want to be.
Yeah. And then you sign up for things. You're like, oh, shit, I have to do this.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. Like you'll drive, like you drove to Massachusetts to get weed in a day over COVID.
And you think that's the equivalent of losing a leg and
No,
pulling
but
an
it's
ox?
like you had to do 9 hours. You'll be like, I could just do it. I could just put my head down and do it.
Oh, I do say that.
You'll be like, I could just put my head down and do something difficult. And then it's like, yeah, you have to actually do it. But you have this person in you that is like, I can do things that are really hard to do. I just put my head down and do them.
I just put my head down. That is something I say.
But then it's like, I got to do it. When you're doing it, you're like, I can't believe I got to do this. I got to do this thing. I can't believe oh my God, I'm doing this thing. Can you believe I'm doing it? It's like, oh, you can do it, but it is the two sides of you.
Yeah,
the stone cold and the I want to make a show of everything.
I know. I do want to make a show. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
There's a duality. I'm fighting it all the time.
Yeah, but you do sign. I'll know. I'll be like, I can't do this. I know myself. Yeah, I'm not trying to do. Sometimes I'm like, I could.
Like even how I'm driving to Harvard, teaching and driving home.
That's a wild move. Yeah, but hey, you could do it.
I'm just like,
I'm gonna get it done, baby.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put my head down and do.
That's what you'll do.
And literally, I won't have days off for weeks.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I just gotta put my head down and get through it.
Yeah, which you do.
I do, but I complain the entire time.
Not the entire time, but you'll make a show of it a little bit.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just wish, but the difference between
getting your leg cut off.
Well, the difference is that I think those like Swedish people used like alcohol.
That was it.
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, they would just drink and be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is beautiful.
I guess, yeah. To drink and be quiet, to me, sounds not that fun though.
That was all my mom's people I never met.
Yeah.
Like my mom said her great uncles would just like sit there and drink and kind of be quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, that is literally the opposite of me.
If I'm drinking, I wanna be loud. I want to be more annoying than I normally am.
Yeah, I think no, but if a bee came along, I would definitely.
I get up. I would be like, I can't help myself to get up, and then it's embarrassing. I just gotta hope a bee doesn't show up because I can't look manly around a bee.
I don't even know what animal could come along that I could handle.
No, me neither.
I don't know what animal I'm trying to think what I can't even handle a fucking dog coming up sometimes.
No, me neither. I can't do dogs either.
One time a little dog barked at me. I jumped.
Yeah.
And a whole family laughed in my face.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Literally, a child pointed and started cackling. The dog fell on the ground, belly up, started panting.
Yeah.
Because he was having.
My brother would be like, "I'm afraid. Robbie's afraid of dogs." Don't think I'm afraid. I just flinch around animals.
You're afraid.
I'm afraid.
Let's just say it.
Maybe I'm afraid.
Why are you not afraid?
That's such a sad thing for me to admit that we're afraid of dogs.
That's why we're framing them today on the podcast as monsters.
Monsters.
Because we're scared.
I'm scared of the monsters. Yeah, I am afraid.
We're scared of the monsters.
I'm scared of the monsters.
Right? And that's okay. I want to say this.
Okay.
I want to say this. Before we move on, this is a random thought. It has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
People that have their microwave on no sound when it's over, like when your time runs out and no beep goes off, are psychos.
Okay.
They're truly insane. I'm at a war right now with my roommate. Me and my roommate are at war.
Okay.
He constantly turns the beeps off the microwave. And you're saying I'm a man that loves show, right?
Yes.
So this is what reminds me of. I like to put in the microwave, and I like when the food is done for it to go beep, beep, beep.
For
Just
sure.
literally relish in the fact that it completed a task. I want the microwave to have its moment, to feel itself and celebrate. It's like that it's completed the microwave.
Yes.
It's like winning a gold medal, but no ceremony. Let the microwave celebrate.
Yes.
I don't know if I believe in AI, so I'm going to respect the microwave and let it celebrate. And he keeps putting on no sound. You don't let a microwave celebrate for a long time, that shit's going to come back at you. That shit's going to come back at you. I don't know about these AIs and G-chats or whatever, right? But I know that a microwave needs time to celebrate. We need to let loose on the weekends, right? We need the microwave to celebrate when it's done.
Damn.
What?
Maybe so. No, you might be onto something.
And I know the embarrassment
Okay.
of not. I know the embarrassment of it's late. You're putting something in the microwave and it's beeping late.
Okay.
That's when skill comes into play.
Well, this is what I was gonna say.
That's when you pull it at the one.
Well, that's what I used to. Well, yeah. All right. So when I lived in
Zero pull out game, 100% open door game for microwave.
Yes.
That's Sebastian.
Okay. When
No, I got pull out game. No, never mind.
When I lived in my grandma's, I would make popcorn a lot of nights. I didn't even know no sound was an option because I agree with you. There should be sound at the end of it. And while you're saying this, I every night would wait till the 1 second. I would sit there, and what you're not supposed to do, as when you're a kid, they tell you, is stand in front of the microwave.
Yeah.
Which I would have to do.
And you would rest your testicles right in front of me.
Yeah. Balls out.
2 balls.
I would do a lap because I'm
You
like, I can't stand in front of it
them.
too long. Yeah. Open up the pores. Yeah, exactly.
The pores.
Yeah, just be like, get those microwaves in my.
I know.
But no, I would open it at the 1. You think it's pissed at me? You think there's a microwave in Staten Island right now that's like, if I come back, it might recognize my face?
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, we know so much. We're learning about these animals. We don't know about these fucking robots.
No.
And a microwave is a basic ass robot. It's a caveman of robots.
It is one of the first robot developments.
Yeah.
In the revolution of robots.
For how we're
in
going.
the home. It was one of the first robots in every home.
And when AI becomes and robots become real, you know how much respect they're going to have for microwaves? Leading the way?
No.
So much.
You think so? You think they'll be at the top of the totem pole?
No. I'm talking out of my ass.
Do you think microwaves will be the top
actually.
of the totem pole?
I think microwave. I mean,
So ChatGPT, when it will create a holiday like Microwave Holiday. We had just had President's Day. It'll be like the first time a microwave was in the home. They are the founding fathers.
I think that it's gonna be like the unsung heroes.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
unsung heroes of AI, of robots. Microwave has to make that list.
I like this.
Microwave has to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're gonna go for obvious choice, like the desktop or the floppy disk, right? That's
Yeah.
what they're gonna say. But then at tables, they're gonna say, you know who worked it every day in and out? These AIs are gonna be sitting around.
Microwaves.
Microwaves.
They were the first ones.
Microwaves are working harder than most machines. Refrigerators, microwaves. It's gonna be like they think it was all about like information. No, these people providing food, these machines providing food are the ones that were really putting in the work.
Yes. Also normalized it to be in every house.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
All I'm saying
You're
is
thinking microwaves are gonna be. We're gonna have to really respect them in the future.
I got it to. If my roommate's listening to this, man, we gotta fucking let the microwave celebrate.
You wanted to sing.
I want. Boop, boop,
Have you told him?
Have I told him?
Yeah.
No, I've been passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. Okay.
Because
so you
how do
turn
you-
the volume on, he turns it off, on, off, on, off.
Here's the thing.
And you're like, he must know I'm turning it back on. What is he doing?
He's turning it off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I would look like an absolute psychopath approaching him with this logic.
You think so?
I know so.
Man, you got to respect microwaves a little more. If it's not singing, it could turn on us.
Imagine I approach
Well,
my roommate
I
like
think
that.
the angle of how it's connected to all the future AI. It's like, I know you don't think microwaves are that powerful, but they are really the bosses of the entire robotic space. So when these chat GPTs start to get hip with it, they see us disrespecting microwaves. We'll be the first ones to go.
I know.
We need to be on the side of the microwaves as pleasantly as possible before robots start to take over.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't. This isn't terrible logic.
This isn't terrible logic.
No, it's not.
I just wanted to celebrate. Like, just like me, I do these like, I put my head down. The microwave's putting his head down. He just needs his moment to beep, beep, beep.
Like a great-grandson coming back and avenging the death of their great-grandfather or grandmother.
I've watched too many samurai shows
and it's
to
like,
not be
you
terrified
let
of
my
microwaves.
great-grandmother sing.
I know.
That's it.
I know.
Damn. Yeah, this is a good point, actually.
So, there you go. All right, enough of my bullshit. Robbie, you want to talk to me about something? What'd you want?
I found this list of 24 hacks to make your life in New York easier. And some of it was fugazi, but I actually learned some things that I didn't know. I wonder if you...
Interesting.
Yeah, like things about New York, like little tricks that I'm like, I never heard of this. I didn't know that it even existed.
I like this, Rob. This is a good idea because, I mean, we say how much we love New York, and then we do complain about stuff.
Yes.
Which I think is okay to complain about things you love, but it's also good to remember that we love them, and life in the city is hard.
Yes.
I mean, life in the country is hard. There's hard for different reasons, right? But it's good to let's give some tips. Let's hear these tips.
Yeah, there's some like hacks, I guess.
Hacks. Who did this list?
Time Out New York did a 25 New York hacks to make your life easier.
Can I say this?
What?
So Time Out New York has a market, and I used to be like, I roll at them. I don't hate them anymore.
Okay.
Like, I also like when we're out of town, like I went to Time Out Lisbon's market. It was great. It's like actually a great place for like tourists to go to sample some great like restaurants.
Yeah, I guess it is a good little thing that they're doing.
Like you could try 4 different restaurants in one little spot.
Yeah. No, it is. They do a good job of like getting a bunch of good New York spots.
And think about like the one in Dumbo.
Yeah, the one in Dumbo we go to.
Essa Bagels is a great bagel
It
spot.
is. Yes, very much.
I would recommend it as a bagel place to go, and they have it there by other great like restaurant stuff.
Yes.
They're not. It's not like all shitty like chain stuff.
No, Clinton Street Baking I think has a place there, which is like a tough reservation.
I know. So it is like I used to poo poo it, but I'm like it's actually a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive, but like it is
expensive.
It's a great way to try a lot of good New York.
If you're a
food.
tourist, it's great.
Even us, we've gone a couple times.
Yeah, we go to sit and we're not really getting the food that many times.
I got the food
I guess we have.
twice or 3 times last year.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, you're right.
But so
Yeah, where else are we eating 2-3 times? Yeah,
Where else
I've gotten multiple things from there.
Yeah, what are we talking here? I think actually
it's not bad.
It's actually not bad, and I don't want to like.
I guess we're just like, oh, nice things. We've got to feel weird about them.
Yes, but also it does feel like a touristy thing, and
yes.
but like I think that's a great touristy thing.
Yes,
to go to a Time Out market.
Which I used to always tell myself, like, don't get mad at the tourists because they're here for a reason, and the reason is the same reason you like living here.
Yes, if you live in a beautiful city and there's tourists there, how could you be mad?
Exactly. And I lived in a very touristy area downtown, and there would always be a ton of people on a Saturday and Sunday, and I'd be like, I can't get mad.
It would be hypocritical.
It would be insane.
Either you could live in a beautiful place that people want to visit and be okay with tourists, or live in a horrible place where there are no tourists.
Nobody wants to visit.
And be happy that no one's there.
Yes.
You can't have both.
No.
You can't have beautiful and eat your tourists too.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when like New York, the attraction isn't like that we're in the mountains and there's nobody there.
No.
Or like beautiful landscapes that are empty. The attraction is there's a lot of restaurants.
Imagine
it's all the things I like about it is what people want to travel there to see and what makes it alive.
Imagine going to New York and it was empty and dead.
I mean,
I
lived there. Yeah. When the COVID happened, it was like, oh yeah, I miss fucking people all the time.
I mean, as a tourist, like I would be like, you travel from like Arkansas, you come to New York City, and no one's out.
I know.
It would be a disappointment.
I feel so bad now when people come to New York and I want to show them around or whatever, and I'm like, it's just used to not be this dead.
Who's coming to New York that you're showing around?
I don't know. Friends. Or people that moved here. Some people that I know that moved here after the pandemic. People moved here after the pandemic.
Shut up! Shut up!
And I'm like, it used to not be.
Shut up!
It's more my friends that moved here during 2020. I'm like, oh, it used to be different.
All the people flocking in from Alaska.
Yeah. And then I'm giving tours
Mexico City.
And then I'm giving the personal tours to for free.
Buenos Aires.
Yeah. See.
And they come and they see Robbie
Yep,
from
absolutely.
Berlin. They go, Robbie, I am coming. Can you please help me find some?
And I'm like, I'm sorry, this dive bar in 13th and 2nd 3 years ago used to have double the amount of people. And I'm sorry.
All right, Robbie, let's do this. So these are hacks. Hacks to make living in New York a little bit easier.
Whatever. Do you want to go through all of them, or do you want me to just tell you the ones that I learned stuff?
We don't need to do all of them.
One of them that I'm like, all right, this is fugazi. Walk the semi-secret 6.5th Avenue. Do you know about the secret 6.5th Avenue?
We've been on it together.
Yeah. I don't think this is fun.
No, but
I always get confused by that.
You know what? I'll tell you this. There's not a lot of cars there.
There isn't.
So that's what's nice about it.
Yeah, and I think there is a little place you could eat if you need to.
Great.
Yeah, a little
6.5 Avenue. Great.
6.5 Avenue. This is good. Apply for affordable NYC housing by creating an account on the official Housing Connect website. This is great.
That's great
as
advice.
Actual real good advice.
That's a real piece of advice.
Yes, very good advice.
Have you applied for the housing?
No, but I should.
You should.
I know people that have it.
Should I apply?
It. Yeah, we both should.
But like, what would I do?
I guess with this
fucks
would
for
be
the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't have nothing good with this podcast.
I know.
This podcast has really roped me in. It's like a fucking child.
Yeah. Head to less frequented flea market for better finds. That's a good advice. I mean, that's a good advice for any city, I guess.
Flea markets. Can I tell you this?
What?
I'm fucking over flea markets.
You don't like flea markets?
Nah.
Would you grow up going to Englishtown or no?
What's that?
It's one in New Jersey. But like my uncles from Staten Island would come.
No.
They would go to this big flea market.
Flea markets, I feel like I always would buy something and then later look at it and be like, what did I get?
Really? Even as a kid?
Yeah.
That's very aware.
Yeah. I'd be like, what did I get? What is this?
Yeah, to just get junk.
A lot of the time it was stuff that, very shiny objects, you know?
Yeah.
Like I buy a harmonica at a flea market. Who am I kidding that I'm
Dude,
gonna
a harmonica is, I don't know, maybe it's just dudes, but harmonicas there's always like, I should get the harmonica. It never seems like a bad idea, especially if it looks nice and somebody just played it well in front of you.
Boys go through phases.
It's so easy to be tricked by a harmonica.
Boys go through so many phases. We go the harmonica phase, the magic phase, right?
Yeah.
The yo-yo phase.
Yeah.
Young boys have to try all this bullshit. And they're like, literally they'll see like 2 people that are great at it, right? But every little kid I know has had a magic kit.
I had a magic kit,
Of
for sure.
course you did.
Yes, I had loaded dice. I had the whole 9 yards. I had many magic tricks.
Of course, it's like okay, he's not good at sports. All right, let's think. Harmonica. He's not good at sports. What about baseball card collecting? Right? Like everyone's like looking for these options to make us feel good if we're not good at music or sports.
I know, and it's not like we get taken out of sports.
No,
it's just on top of it. Maybe because they can't take us out of sports unless the harmonica is really thriving.
1,000%. It's like it's all these other small little boy activities. They're just like, what the hell are we doing?
I know.
Skateboard. Every boy had literally
have a
not
skateboard.
even a regular skateboard. I would have the Toys R Us skateboard that was like wider, so like you wouldn't fall down as much.
I had that too, and it also had. It could become a scooter.
1,000%.
And it was so wide. It was like a multi-purpose skateboard. And it's like, I'm not doing ollies with my scooter skateboard.
It was impossible.
No, you can't do anything.
It was impossible.
I couldn't ride it. Also,
Neither could I.
was bad. Yeah.
Neither could I. Remember COG, center of gravity? They used to measure it on Wii.
Oh.
I had no cog.
Yeah, no cog.
There was no cog.
Oh, you're right. It was a Wii thing. Yeah,
a cog.
Yeah.
They would measure your cog.
Yeah.
I was like, easy does it, Wii. Okay. Wee's like, you got a small cog. I'm like, oh, bro.
I even bought the skateboard for the Wii. They came out with like Tony Hawk with a skateboard.
Really?
Yeah, and it was basically like a snowboard, but it would just be on your floor, and you would try to do tricks. And like, what planet could I do this on the skateboard?
We created a generation of delusional people.
Yeah, for sure.
Between you could be in a rock band, you could be a lead singer, you could dance,
I know.
you could snowboard and skateboard, you could play tennis. No, you can't. You can move a remote.
Yes.
You can move a remote. It created delusion.
Yes.
Guitar. If you were good at Guitar Hero, that had nothing to do with you being good at regular guitar.
I will say though, there's probably an 18-month period where it was cooler to be good at Guitar Hero than the actual guitar. Maybe in my world.
I guess in a basement in Sayreville, New Jersey.
In my world,
But I guarantee
Guitar Hero got pretty fucking cool. Was
it
it cool for you at any time?
Yeah, but to see a real musician play a guitar was always cooler.
Really?
Yeah, go to the Lower
Not at
East
a
Side.
party.
At a party?
Yeah, like if you had a party, if somebody busted out their electric guitar and started just riffing on the electric guitar, or everyone was standing around watching somebody get 100% on expert on Guitar Hero.
We went to different parties.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We went to, I mean, I would play with I loved Guitar Hero, and I'm a person that played it nonstop. As a freshman year of college, that was my shit.
Yes.
But we would just get high, and 3 of us would sit there at a party.
People weren't playing Guitar
No,
Hero.
and I definitely went to parties where people played music at.
Okay.
And that was
cooler.
much cooler.
No, in high school, it would be like we'd have pasta parties.
Turning black or whatever. I don't know.
Painted Black.
Painted Black,
one.
right?
Yeah.
I don't need to hear Painted Black.
Yeah.
But someone just, and all you could really hear is the clicking.
Yeah. I mean, it would be impressive to watch somebody get 100%.
But also, if someone got 99%, the rage that they would have.
I know.
Yeah, just screaming.
Yeah. Also, it's funny if you really want to piss off these like real rock fans. If you're just like, oh yeah, I know that song from Guitar Hero. And it's like Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. Or,
I know.
I'll send a messenger in a bottle by the Police. I mean, there's a lot of songs that I learned that are classic songs, and I learned from Guitar Hero.
And same thing for Tony Hawk Pro Skater. If you want to fuck up classic rock people, you bring up a Guitar Hero. If you want to fuck up like ska and emo people, you bring up Tony Punk. You bring up Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You want to fuck with the hip hop crowd, you bring up GTA.
I never played GTA, but yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's all you do.
Like old 90s.
No, it was
songs?
new.
Oh,
or even like NBA 2K would have a lot of new hip hop songs too. Yeah. A lot of people make their breakthrough to 2K.
This is a good song. It's not from Guitar Hero.
I know.
It's not from Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Yeah, people get all pissy.
What do you mean? The White Stripes are amazing.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
Rent something free besides a book from the library. This is a good hack, but I guess this is not necessarily specific to New York.
No, yeah, the library. You know, it's funny. The library is always trying to be like, we're more than books.
Yes.
The library has a book complex.
Yes.
Because it's like, oh no, we got a lot more. We have more to offer.
Yeah. Did you go to the library a lot as a kid?
Yeah, and
we
would do computer time.
We would do a lot of the events at the library. My mom would take us to.
They were good. The library.
They were good. They would have good reading events. You would watch a movie and hang out with other kids. My mom was always trying to take us to the library.
The library is a good place to go hang.
Yeah.
I think like even in college.
Yeah.
It was like.
I worked in the library in college. Really?
Yeah.
What do you must have talked about this.
Yeah.
You physically had a job that you got paid for at the library?
Yeah. On Saturday afternoons, I would go there. I
what
worked
would
for
you
like
do?
a semester. Nothing. I would like reload the paper in the printers and shit like that.
Me too. Have we not talked about this?
I mean, it's not that interesting. What do you want to talk about? What do you want?
I would be bad at it.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I was bad at this job. I would get in trouble all the time. First of all, I did it multiple days a week, and I would get in trouble every time I would show up to this job.
Why?
Because no one would, I don't know, I would show up late sometimes.
Okay. I mean, you are bad with time.
Yeah.
You were bad. How are you going to fix that?
I don't know.
How are we going to fix you being a late boy, right? That's a hack I want to hear. How
can I fix being late?
Have you tried the tip of you thinking something's like a half hour earlier?
No.
Have you tried any hack?
I'm not going to trick myself into thinking something's a half hour earlier. I'm not able to do that.
You're not able to do that?
I don't think so, mentally.
Okay. Have you tried saying, oh, no matter where I'm going, I need to add 15 minutes for like things that might happen along the way?
No, but I should do that.
That's a good one.
That is a better one.
Okay, great.
A 15-minute buffer.
In my
head, I think of the quickest route possible.
Have you tried the thing, oh, if I get there early enough, I'll get myself a coffee or soda or a treat?
No, that's a good thing too. Get somewhere early to, I guess, incentivize getting there early.
Incentivize.
Okay.
Like give yourself a reward for getting there early.
Yeah.
Like I used to teach, I would be like, if I get there early enough, like I'll be able to get a coffee downstairs and then go into the teacher's room.
Yeah.
Like
that is a good thing.
Yeah. Have you tried anything?
Have I tried anything? No.
Okay.
But it would be like 10 minutes.
10 minutes matters at a job.
Yeah, you're right. But anyways, I don't know. I feel like every time I would be there, all of the ink would need to be replaced. And the ink being replaced was like, oh, it happens once a month. So I think people would just wait until I worked for the ink to be replaced.
I think that you're being dramatic. I think for me, it was the easiest job ever.
Yeah, the easiest job ever.
Oh, God.
I know. My boss was like, this job is so easy. It's very funny to me that you struggle with it. I guess I just didn't care about the job.
It's the easiest job ever.
It was. I mean, I would watch House of Cards. That was basically the job. I would just sit there, watch House of Cards, and once every 2 hours, just go check the printers and talk to my friends.
What other hacks?
All right, but in this, though, there's instruments, seeds for planting in your home garden, time in a recording studio, language classes. I did not know that.
Wait,
New York.
You could
all the shit for the New York Library, apparently.
You could get seeds from the New York Library for free?
Apparently, yes.
What a fucking blue ball. Where am I going to put seeds? Of course the New York Library is giving out seeds. Where the fuck am I going to put them?
Where are they going to plant them? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I guess
also,
in a pot?
They're also giving out gazebos, right? Like, what are we doing here? What are we talking here? Yeah, they got a helicopter. You need the pad. Like, what are we doing here, New York Library?
Maybe for a small plot you could plant. I don't know.
What type of plants are they? They're definitely giving out daffodils.
I have no idea. Yeah,
get a free daffodil at they go, oh, you want a seed? Hold on. And they go outside and they pick some shit. Someone's like, oh, let me finish my avocado. I'll give you the pit. I don't believe in that.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
What were the other things that they give out for free? DVDs, of course.
Yes, rental instruments, recording studio time, language classes.
Recording studio time.
Which is interesting.
That is interesting. And language classes.
Yes.
That's good. I think there's more classes in the city for free that we're not taking advantage
Definitely.
of. I think that there probably is a place that we could go to find some like cool free things to try. When I get back from my trip, and as just a reminder, I'm recording this way before, so in case some big life events have happened for me, I'm engaged or something along those lines, know that I record this a couple weeks earlier.
Yes.
When I get back, we should look into a couple
free New York things,
or like some activities.
Yes,
especially close to the summer.
I'm excited for the summer so we could do activities.
Even this, when I get back, we gotta start looking.
All right,
into
let's do it. I'm down.
Right?
I like activities.
Okie dokie. That's something that I would love for us.
Yes, that would be fun. This is pretty good, I guess. Buy a bagel with cream cheese and get a second bagel with nothing on it. Now you have 2 bagels with cream cheese because places put too much cream chease on.
Yeah, who wrote this? My
I mean,
great aunts? Like, what the fuck?
That's why I
this
said it's
shit?
a little fugazi.
What the fuck?
All right, have you ever heard this? To remember the order of the avenues, 1, 2, 3, let's party mofo, which is Lexington, Park, Madison.
That's such a good tip.
That one is pretty good.
Let's party
mofo.
What's the O? Avenue O?
No O. It's just motherfucker. Let's party motherfucker. Lexington, Park, Madison. And then it goes 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. So it goes 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Lexington Park, Madison, which I have memorized at this point. But if you need help memorizing and you're new, let's party motherfucker.
That's a great
fun
tip.
One. Yeah.
It's also fun and playful.
Yes, definitely.
I love that. Do you know that tip I have about New York?
What?
Is that for the numbered streets, evens go east.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All even streets go east. All odd streets go west.
One of these is odd number addresses is on the north side. Even number addresses are on the south side.
This is this is tips for being an Uber Eats driver in New York, basically. Is there anything for a human being?
If you're in a pinch, hotel lobby and department stores are a good bet. I guess you have to go to the bathroom. They just say if you're in a pinch, which I mean. Okay. Which is funny that they will talk about.
There's an app that you could download to find all free bathrooms.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any good, useful tips that I'd actually use? Because I'm not going to get a fucking avocado seed from the library.
Not really, to be honest with you. I know. I mean, I love New York City, and I feel like I know a lot of people that are leaving, and I want to be a supportive friend and be like, oh, that's great. Where you're going is going to be beautiful. And I just feel like I'm getting a little tired of having to kind of shit on where I still live and love. And I do think New York is the best place in the world to live. And I'm just like, all right, how much do I have to fake that it's great to leave?
You have to fake.
I do.
You have to fake for 1 second.
The thing is, say your friend is in a relationship, they break up, they move on to better pastures. It's like, Of course. Immediately, I'm going to shit on the person. I'll be like, want to make them feel better. I'm going to make them
I
feel
never
optimistic.
shit on the person.
You don't shit on the person.
If they break up, I don't shit on them for years.
You don't shit on them for years.
Not for years.
Or maybe not
they
shit
get
on.
back together.
Juxtapose, like, it's going to be better. The next phase will be better. Because you got left a bad situation, and it's going to be better.
Totally.
That's kind of what I guess I shit on. The
never
situation.
shit
Maybe
on
not the person super specifically.
Oh, Jesus.
But if there's an undertone of like, it's going to be better. You're moving on to better things. This will be
a new phase.
Yeah.
This is a new chapter. Things will be okay.
Things will be great.
I usually say things are all right. It's hard.
Yes.
I usually try to like validate their feelings.
Yes.
In a breakup. For a breakup, I'll never shit on the other person. And I'll have the horrible thoughts about the other person.
Okay.
Horrible.
Yes.
I'll be sitting there wishing I could say. And as soon as they start opening the door, I go in.
You do. Well,
But
that's
they
what I'm
need
saying.
to
They
open
will
the door.
open the door a little bit.
I give them time. Actually, I give them a little time. You're right. I take that sentence back.
Okay, you don't.
No, but I know what you mean, right?
You know what I mean? Like, people leave and they're like, I'm just tired of blankety, 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 blank. And it's like, well, I'm still in a relationship with New York City. Mm-hmm. So you're tired of how it's so dirty. You're tired of seeing homeless people. You're tired of overpaying for everything. You're tired
Traffic.
of traffic. You're tired. And I'm like, I still live here and still love it. And it's just hard for me to be like, yeah.
Well,
but Knoxville, Tennessee is going to be amazing.
Here's the thing. They need to justify in their minds why leaving New York is good.
I know.
So everything in life is the way you look at it, right?
Yes.
And like that's why they say it's all perspective.
Yes.
And these people have to have the perspective of just listing the horrible things about New York.
Yes.
But in order to feel okay about their decision.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm tired of being part of this process where I am allowing them to just shit on the place that I am still in a relationship.
That's the
and
difference.
Having to agree of like, oh yeah, what you're doing is a better move.
That's the difference.
Yes.
It's almost like you're in a poly relationship and one
Exactly.
leaves. That's what it is.
Well, that's what it exactly
it's
what
not,
I feel like.
Yeah. You're like, wait, that's still my girl right there,
yes,
right?
Yeah, like for a certain period of time, I'm like going along with him. Like, yeah, we'll be better. You'll have more space. You'll have more room. Yeah, and then it's like, well, and then I'm just tired of how dirty. It's like, wait a second. New York is still the best place in the world to live. You just need to change. Like, I don't agree that I would want to live there, or like, do I think objectively where you're moving is a better place? No, not at
You know
all.
what you start doing?
What?
You just start shitting on the place they are.
No.
That's what you do. Rob, at a certain point, you just start shitting
I know,
on the
but
place
I want to
they're
be a
going.
supportive friend. It's a line of like, I want to be a supportive friend, and it is like whatever decision you make, you got to support your friends on. But,
I know, but there's a line, Robbie.
Yes.
There's a line. They start bringing it up all of a sudden, be like, yeah, how's it going to be when it's 10 o'clock and you have nowhere to fucking eat?
I know, well, that's what I would have to start doing.
What's going to happen on Friday at 8 o'clock when the one good restaurant in town has a line for an hour?
I know. Well,
My two
I just
examples
like
are food.
I mean, food is a huge part of to stay in fucking New York City.
Also,
what are we talking about?
There is traffic in small towns.
There's traffic
That's what
everywhere.
people don't realize.
Yes.
Like, I've gone upstate New York and waited 10 minutes to get through a light.
Yes.
There's traffic everywhere.
There's traffic everywhere. There's dirtiness everywhere. New York City has the best food in the world, has the best entertainment in the world, has so many different pockets of communities and niches and places that you could get involved. Also, it annoys the shit out of me. People want to shit on New York. It's like, what do you even know about New York?
Everyone
like, what did you do? You came here, you partied a little bit, and you left.
Everyone comes to New York and they experience it in a different way.
Yes.
Right? And I think there's many phases that you could experience the city, right?
Yes.
As a kid with wonderments for goals and dreams, what life could be. As a teenager or a young adult, like partying, literally exploring some of the most fun places you could go to. I was 16 at Pasha. What are we talking here?
I mean, that's a dream.
Truly. And then as an adult, to be able to have connections to people like me now, I have connections to such a rich comedy worlds that is like amazing. Or when you get older, to be on to maybe grow and have be on a board or like have yourself in a community to enrich younger artists or people coming up, you know?
Absolutely.
Like there's so many different phases. It's like they experience one and probably just a sliver. Also, some people live in New York and don't fucking leave their apartments.
For sure. And they don't get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to like somewhere, you have to get involved. And New York just has the most shit that you can get involved in.
It's just easier to get involved in a place when you could just drive and park in a parking lot and then get out and drive home.
I guess people like that.
That's literally what it is a lot, Robbie. It's a lot easier to get involved if you could just pull up and leave.
I guess so.
That's literally.
I like the walking aspect of it, though.
I know, but that gets
I like that I don't
tiring.
need to. I guess it does get tiring.
That's what
it grinds people
in the
down.
winter. In the February, you got to walk. You got to walk a mile in February.
Yeah.
That's fucking freezing. That's what it is.
I know. Kevin Durant, he was tearing up when he was talking about having to leave. Which Kevin Durant's leaving. Kyrie, I'm viewing this as like everybody's leaving. Like people that are celebrities are leaving, and I'm like everybody's leaving. Some of my friends are leaving to start families or for jobs or whatever.
Your real friends that you're talking about are the Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets.
They
live down the block.
I know.
And
they're
I'm
your
like,
neighbors.
I'm like, KD was crying about it. Kyrie wasn't. I'm siding with KD more. He at least is showing. He's like, I love New York. I need more of an homage to these other people that are leaving.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bit annoying me that I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I'm shitting on my current partner now.
I know. Also, what the people don't realize, they leave New York. It's hard to see people.
Yes.
It's easy to see people in the city. It's very hard to see people outside the city unless like they're your neighbors.
You have to make a day.
You're being purposeful.
Yes, exactly. You have to plan a day to see someone.
You need
anyone else that does not live in New York City, they have to plan every aspect. Saturday, we're gonna like your friends that are coming to the city to see you. They're like, they need to plan that out in advance, weeks in advance.
I know.
I gotta come to the city and have a day. Like my life of what I could just wake up on a Saturday and do with my friends that live here. People from outside the city need to plan a month in advance.
I know. I would say is one of the biggest things that people miss when they leave the city. It's lonely. They say.
Yes, I could see lonely. That. Yeah, I mean that's what's nice. But you have to build a community, I guess, while you're here to experience what we experience.
1,000%.
But I mean,
so you're done shitting on New York.
I'm done with my friend. If you're leaving and you want to shit on New York and you want to try to prop up, the thing is, when people leave the city, they want to prop up where they're going, and they're unable to do that without giving New York some backhanded compliments. And that pisses me off to a certain degree. And it's like, this is still my girl.
Just ignore them.
This is my girl, and I'm not going to let you talk shit about my girl. Just because you got a new fling, that's cool. Have fun with them. I still got the best girl in the world.
It's people settle.
Yeah.
People settle.
It's okay.
That's okay.
And I'm not settling.
You're not settling.
And then in 20 years, they laugh. My apartment's getting smaller and smaller. They have a mansion and beautiful kids. They're sending their kids to the city. We meet up. Yeah. We meet up at NYU, college. And their kid is going there. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't settle. I still got my pizza. Yeah. But hey, I'm right.
That's for now. We're right. For now, we'll see how much more we can take of this shit.
Yeah. But that's it. Beautiful place.
Beautiful, Robbie. As this comes out, we have a show this Friday. As this comes out on the March
17th. New York is phenomenal. Can you tell we like New York City?
Yes.
New York is phenomenal. Yeah. March 17th, 9:30 p.m. Caveat. You can also stream it. Grab the stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
That's beautiful. Yeah, keep following all the socials. Keep sharing the podcast. We love that, sharing those clips. That's amazing. That really helps the podcast grow. Beautiful. All right, Robbie, hit the music.